Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Darius McNugget, CEO of the PipBakery, coming back at you with another video. I'm highly upset because I literally just got done recording this video. That shit was like an hour and a half long, and it was no sound. So yeah, so unfortunately, it may be a lot of big nuggets I'm gonna miss that I put in the last video. But to be honest with you, I don't really have the patience or the focus to sit here and record another hour and a half video. So I'm gonna try and explain as much as I can within. I'm just trying to explain as much as I can to keep this video short, simple to the point. But let's erase all. Well, not all of this, but let's erase this. Fuck, I'm gonna leave everything else up there. All right, so in this video, we're going to be talking about moving averages. Well, actually, no, we're going to be talking about moving averages and identifying trend. All right. Now, your moving averages are a tool to help identify a trend and follow price as it flows through its trend. So, with moving averages help determine if the trend is in an uptrend, downtrend, or is consolidating, and it helps determine when the momentum of the trend is lost or when it's about to transition over to the opposite way. So all right, so if you're on TradingView, I don't know if you have to pay for TradingView to use this moving average, but if you click on indicators, which is right here, if you click on this and then type this up, if you go in the search engine, whatever indicator you're looking for, you gotta go in the search engine and type it up here. But I already got it in my favorites. So you want to type this up. You want to look this up. You want to set that to 20. You want to set it to 21, I think. I don't know. But you want to set that up. It's going to pop up like this. Well, it's not going to pop up like this. But these two should be checked off. So you want to uncheck them. Uncheck them. I made this a solid color. You can do whatever you want to. I highly recommend just leaving it alone. Because you paid for the course to learn how to trade. So this is how I trade. But again, this just helps you to determine the trend and all that extra shit. But I just made that a solid color, change it to 21. Go back here, go to style. Unclick this because this is gonna be checked off. So you want to uncheck that. Make this blue, make it dark. Turn this all the way to the end with blue. Me personally, I save this as my default. So I saved as default. So whenever I do use this, it's already there. So I don't have to do it all over again. For the white one, you want to click up here again in this search engine. You want to type in moving average. All your moving average is going to pop up. You want to click moving average weighted. That's the one you want to click. All right. Once you click that, it's going to pop up. Your settings probably going to be 9 already as a default. You want to click that. Excuse me for the lag too. If this lags or it slows, because of my internet. My internet is mad ass, so I need a new internet and a new computer. Get all that soon. I'm just not in a rush because, like, well, the internet might get that ASAP, but the computer, I'm like, fuck it. Let's rock out till this shit breaks. But, all right, so you want to set it to this. Set that to low. It's already going to be at close, so you want to set that to low and 21. Those are your settings. For the 8, this is what you want for the 8. Oh, wait a minute. And this is exponential. So that's your settings for the 8. Red. This is the one you want to pick for that one, for the 8. You want to pick exponential. All right, so now that we got that out the way, so with these moving average, your main two that's most important, well, for now, until you watch the 2.0 video, right now, the red one is irrelevant for right now. The red one definitely plays a key part into this, but for right now, it's irrelevant. We're just worried about identifying the trend, all right? So your main two you want to focus on are your white and blue ones, all right? As you see right here, make sure you copy this down if you haven't already. But as you see right here, white cross blue up counter trend to create a higher low or a low after finding new higher high, right? So white cross blue up right here, right? Let me know that for this current move, it's about to be weak. So white cross blew up, counter trend to create a higher low or a low, right? Because it crossed my moving average crossed up, right? So in this case, I'll take my fibs, boom, point A, point B. I don't have a 38.2 touch, so I'm still waiting for my higher low. So this is invalid. It's a higher low, but it's a small higher low. I want my main higher low. When I trade, if you watch my market structure video, when I trade, I focus on the main higher highs and higher lows. So you're always going to have trends inside of a trend inside of a trend. So in this one whole move right here, you got a trend inside of a trend inside of a trend. You feel me? The one whole, you got the one whole move, which is just straight up. That's one move. Then you got the move with all these little moves inside of that one move. And then you got the little moves inside of the little moves inside of this one move. You feel me? So it's a trend inside of a trend inside of a trend. For me, I focus on the main higher highs and the main higher lows. So let's see. This is a lower low, lower high, lower low. Anyway, so if I pull my fibs out, this will be my 38.2 touch. So this will officially be my counter trend for this blue. So so for example, let's go up here. So, well, actually, no, that's for the other video. I'm gonna just talk about this. So white cross blue up. You're looking for a counter trend to create a higher low or low after new higher high is made. In this case, this is your higher high. Well, first of all, you had a higher high right here. You had the first higher high right here. But since this wasn't a 38.2 retracement for your Fibonacci, this is not considered a valid higher low yet. It's a higher low, but it's not the higher low I want. I want that mean retrace. I want that 38.2 touch. So since this didn't happen yet, first of all, I'm looking for price to continue to go up. And I'm still waiting for that lower high pullback. So in this case, price came up here, failed to break it, giving me a double top. As you see, you got the higher high, small higher low, high because it failed to break previous high. So the next move I'm anticipating is that the lower low, right? So price pulls down. I'm anticipating a lower low for the small moves, but overall, I'm anticipating that higher low, right? Because this crossed over. White cross blew up, counter trend to create higher low or a low after new higher high. So I got new higher high, which is right here. Whenever I get my higher highs, I automatically do this. Automatically. It could be with this or it could be with a regular line. It doesn't matter. I automatically do this though. So once I get my higher high, I put that up there. Now, if price doesn't break structure going down, I'm anticipating price to break that area where I just put that black line at, which is my previous higher low. So price comes down here, creates a higher low, right? Let me pull my fibs out. So price comes down there, creates my higher low, giving me my 38.2 touch. Finally, after all this move. Yep, we got 38.2 touch. You feel me? So me seeing this, first off, if you watch my trend line video, this is why you see my trend line, right? But you see why the blue line acts as a trend line, right? So that's why I stopped using my trend line, because I know once this is broken, my trend line's broke. Prices, price action is broke, structure's broke, regardless of whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, once this line is broken, I know for a fact my trend is going in the opposite direction. I'm waiting for that pullback to create my first higher low or lower high, and then rocking the rest of that. But sometimes this is not as accurate on price as I need it to be. You feel me? For the most part, it's accurate on price as you see. But sometimes you get something like this or something like that where I need a little extra help. So I will use my trend line. So this is one of them situations where I said, you feel me? I don't use my trend lines too often, but I definitely do use them. It depends on the situation. So in this case, this would have been a situation where I use my trend line just because I want that extra comfort, that extra confirmation, that extra cushion. You feel me? That extra, I just feel comfortable having an extra detail on my chart. You feel me? When it comes to trading, it's all about detail. Do not get lazy with your markups. Do not get lazy with back testing. Do not get lazy with marking off your market structure and really looking at the candles, paying attention to price action. Like, And I'm saying this from experience because I was studying nonstop, busting my ass to the point I started getting good, to the point this just started becoming second nature. And then I just stopped studying. I stopped doing all the shit I was doing to get to the point where this shit was second nature. And I slowly was losing this shit. I slowly, was becoming unsharp with my stuff. So I had to get back on it. So definitely don't get lazy with your markups. But again, White Cross blew up. After my new higher high, I'm anticipating that higher low because we're in an uptrend. I'm anticipating that higher low. Giving me a 38.2 touch. In this case, we got a 38.2 touch, higher low. So because of this, now I'm anticipating price to create a higher high. So I'm anticipating price to create a higher high. So I want price to break this. I want price to break this area, which was my previous higher low. Which is my previous higher high. So if I was to get into an order down here, I put my order in, I'm setting my stop loss where I see comfortable at, and then I'm letting it rock. I'm not getting out of my trade unless the market gives me a reason to, and I'm not getting out of my trade until I get a new higher high or a high. So in this case, I ain't gonna lie, this would have scared me. I would have got out. I would have took profit. But once I seen this, I would have been like, oh no, we still Gucci. I'm getting right back in there. You feel me? But the reason why I said this would have scared me is because this is already a very volatile zone, I could say. This is already a volatile area. And the fact that I'm anticipating price to break this area, it just came up here and just created a high. So because it created a high, then that's me what I'm anticipating is a lower low. You feel me? But in this case, we got a higher low. So the price created a higher low, I know for a fact that was invalid. We still good for the up move. But yeah, so price goes up, creating a new high. Price goes up, creating a new higher high. After you get a new higher high, what's next? A higher low, right? All right, bet. So higher low. So in this case, price White Cross blue down. White Cross blue down, counter trend to create a lower high or a high after new lower low is made, right? Do this. So, all right, there we go. So, you got your higher high, right? You got your higher high, you got your high, you got your high. If you watch my market structure video, you will know what I'll be talking about when I'm talking about market structure. But in this case, I got a white and blue cross down. So in this case, if I was to get my trade right here, right, I'm rocking out. I'm letting this go until price comes down here, which is my most previous higher low, right? So I want price to come down here but not break it. The price came down here and gave me a new lower low, right? So now, because I got a new lower low, I'm anticipating a lower high. Because I got my new lower low, I'm pulling my fibs out. Boom, boom. I got a 38.2 touch. So I got my lower high. This is what I was anticipating the whole time. So in this case, before this even happened right here, this is what I'm looking at. This is what I'm working with right here, right? So I'm on a lower low right here, but I'm anticipating a lower high. Price pulled back, but never touched my 38.2. So some people would have called this a lower high. Me? Nah, this is a continuation because it didn't touch no price zone to be considered a pullback, to be considered a lower high, to be considered a retracement. So because of that, I'm just assuming we still about to keep dropping. Price starts to drop again, but it fails to break this previous area, giving me a low. So low key, we got a W pattern. We got a market pattern, which is a double bottom, which is a W. When you see that, you know you got a buy coming in, right? Boom. Structure broke right there. Boom. Got my lower high. So right now, I'm not even gonna get into that yet. So right now, this look like it still got some momentum to buy. So I'm not even getting in yet. I'll wait until I see a specific confirmation. Let me know that this move is done. This is my official move, and it's going to keep dropping. But as you see, White Cross blue down. Counter trend to create a lower high or a high. I got my lower low. Well, after price finds new lower low. So I got my new lower low, right? I got my new lower low, lower high, low. I'm still waiting for my lower high to be done. So right now, at this very moment, my lower high is not done because shit, it's still going up as you see. So me seeing this, I kind of lost my train of thought in the middle of talking. I lost my train of thought. But long story short, yo, like you having these moving averages set, like once your white and blue crossover, and I pay attention to these on all time frames, but when it comes to direction and trend, I really pay attention to it when my moving averages cross over on the daily and the 4 hour. On the daily and the 4 hour chart. Basically, the hour time frame and higher, but mainly the 4 hour time frame and higher. But I still use it on the hour time frame as well because that's considered a higher time frame, a strong time frame too as well. It's not as strong as the 4 hour and the daily, but it's still a strong time frame. But if you get a moving average crossover on the daily compared to the hour chart, that daily moving average crossover is a lot stronger than that hour moving average crossover. So you want to stick with the higher time frame when it comes to that. Once your colors cross over, you're basically good for that trend until it recrosses over. As you see how this plays out, this crossover up and price stayed buying until it came back down and crossed over. But look, white, blue crossover down, counter trend to create a lower high or a high after new lower low is found. So I found white cross blue down. I got new lower low, counter trend to create a lower high or a high. In this case, we got a lower high, right? We got lower high, boom. Then we just got highs. Like the price just stays around this range for the rest of the time. Fell on to break a new higher high. So you seeing that, you know you Gucci for the buy. I mean, you know you Gucci for the sell. Because not only following market structure, this is just price without indicators. Following structure alone, price never made a higher high. It just kept getting high. So you stayed in the zone. Not only that, white stayed under blue this whole time. So that's confluence. You feel me? White cross blue down, counter trend to create a lower high or a higher low. So the reason why this kept coming down and creating highs is because you got the red one that's doing all the crossing. But remember on what I said, the white and blue one are the main two important ones. The red one is a key too, but in this video right now, for direction and trend, we're worried about the white and blue. Now, but because the red keeps crossing over the white, red is what's causing this to keep coming up. Because you got red cross blue down, counter trend to create lower high or a high. It created a lower high. You feel me? Red cross it up again. You feel me? So red cross blue up, counter trend to create a higher low or a low. In this case, you got the low. When you red cross blue down, counter trend to create a lower high or a high. In this case, it came back up and created a high. So the red moving average is what's causing all these to move like this. But the white one overall, it hasn't went back up. You feel me? It hasn't crossed back up against the buy since it crossed down. And because it stayed underneath the whole time, you know the overall move is still selling. You know you're still in the downtrend. You know sellers still have momentum. And you see price stayed dropping until white crossed blue again. Once white crossed back up, you feel me? Your trend has changed. The trend is done. So white below blue, downtrend. White above blue, uptrend. That's solid until it breaks. Until it breaks, you're good. If you use a MetaTrader, these are the settings for MetaTrader. So this is what I got this one set to. So this blue, this 50 moving average is this 21 moving average. So they act the same. They act as a trend line and all that. They still act the same. It's just this one is more to structure and price rather than this one. But I'll be flip-flopping through back and forth. So what was on 27 minutes so far? All right, bet it's not that bad. All right, this is my white one, 21 linear weighted low, and then the red one. Don't worry about these two; you'll get that later. But all right, so let's mark it up. Let's check it out in this one, right? Oh fuck it, never mind. Y'all got what y'all need. I'm gonna make another video 2.0. But what am I missing? I got everything. All right, good. All right, let me talk about this real quick. So in this case, we got this pullback, right? So we got this pullback, white cross blue down, as you see. White cross blue down. So I'm looking for price to counter trend to create a lower high or a high. Pullback, small pullback, boom, failed to break it, give me a low. So boom, price pulls back, give me my lower high. Well, actually, no, this is my lower high, but I mean, this is my higher low. I'm tripping. This is my lower high. And you see white cross blue a little bit. It's very small, but every crossover counts. It's very small. Let me know that this is going to pull back to create a low or a higher low. In this case, it never created a higher high, so it has to create a low. So it kept doing this until price actually crossed back up. White cross blue up. Let me know that small pullback. Actually, no. I think I explained this in the last video. So usually when white crosses over blue, you're going to get one small pullback before the main one. So in this case, you got this small pullback before the main one. You get a small pullback because of red. Again, red crossing blue is going to cause this to pull back. Give me red cross blue up. What is it? Look at this. Red cross blue up, counter trend to create a higher low or a low. In this case, it created a higher low, a little baby higher low. Red cross blue up, counter trend to create a higher low or a low. This created a higher low. Then you got white crossing blue up, counter trend to create a higher low or a low after new higher high is made. So once my white crossed over, now I'm expecting price to break this previous higher high to make a new higher high. Now I got my new higher high. Now I'm looking for price to counter trend. Hold on. Now I'm looking for price to counter trend, creating that higher low or that low after new higher high, which is right here. New higher high, higher low. Well, actually, this would be, well, I don't know if this would be considered a higher low or a low. Oh, we got, oh yeah, no. Lower low or high, low, higher high. So now I'm expecting price to keep buying until it give me either higher or lower high. Once it gives me a higher or lower, I'll know what to do after that move. But right now, structure is broken and it's fresh, so I'm waiting to see if sellers officially have full control and full momentum of the market. But yeah, man, this is just a quick video on moving averages and identifying trend. Be sure to check out moving average. Be sure to check out moving average correlations and entries. I promise you're gonna love that video. But in the meantime, back test this, study, take mad notes. Let's get this money, man.